Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Corina. For those of you who are returning for another time to see my video, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. We would love to have you subscribe and join our little YouTube family here. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video where I'm going to be talking all about our very first Dave Ramsey baby step budget. This is a budget that is back from December of 2015. It was our very literally first time budgeting with the baby steps and committing to a budget and really starting this process. So this is the very first month after we'd gotten our emergency fund set up, and basically how we got our emergency fund was pulling back on some expenses that we had, but also from selling a lot of things. And so we sold some things, we got some unexpected income a little bit, and we put that all aside as our emergency fund in November of 2015, and then we went right into December 2015 into paying off debt and having a zero-based budget. So today we're going to take a look at that and see exactly what that looks like. Now you may be asking why I'm sharing this after this time. It's been over a year and a half now. The reason is that when we started this journey, we were on a very, very low income, and I want to encourage people and help you to realize that if that's a position that you're in, if you have a low income and you are wanting to get out of debt and create financial freedom for your family, that it is possible. And just because you have a low income doesn't mean that this plan isn't for you. So I've seen a lot of things lately about people who were in this exact position that my husband and I were in, where they're not making very much each month and they just think my debt is so insurmountable, I don't know how I could possibly even make a dent in this or even get one baby step done, let alone, 3 or 4. So today we're going to talk about that. I'm going to share with you our numbers, and in the future I will be having some videos and sharing some things about how to increase your income and how to get to a place of just a larger income. Let's go ahead and get right on into sharing and looking at the budget. Alright guys, so I'm going to have screenshots up of our budget. I was having issues doing the whole screen recording thing. So I'm going to have the screenshots of our budget as I talk about each different section here. So the first section that we have is our income. Now you'll see our total income was $25.60, and that was for a month. So at this time my husband was working 2 different jobs, which you'll see, and he was actually just coming on as a pastor at our church. So he was basically mentoring underneath another pastor, and so he had a small stipend with that, and then he was supplementing that income by working a second job, and then he also had his massages that he does on the side still to this day. And then I also have my income there as well that you'll see. And really, this is really the thing that led us into a financial crisis, was in large part my income. I had transitioned out of that job and I was working part-time to get a more stable income, and believe it or not, the numbers that you're seeing here were much more stable than the previous job that I'd had. So this was a good step in the right direction for us, but again, it was really that lack of income and lack of having any savings or anything like that, having a safety net underneath us for our finances, that led us into a financial cavern. It was really bad. So that is our total income at this time. For giving, we do have our tithes. We also had a random act of kindness category there. That is something that my husband has loved to do ever since I've known him. When I first met him, he just would always give people, just a couple dollars here or there where he could. And so it's something that's really important to our family, to make sure that we always have an opportunity to do that and to just, give some love, in whether it's a monetary way or taking someone out for coffee, whatever we can. And then we had our internship hangout as well, so that we would just gather some students together and hang out with them. So that's reflected there also. For our expenses, you guys will see the breakdown here again. We had this time had a roommate. Because of our financial situation, we knew we couldn't afford our rent on our own, so our rent was actually double what you see here. We do live in California, so rent is extremely expensive. We were in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment at this time, and yeah, so we had a roommate and we were splitting costs with them. That was a story all unto itself, but that's a story for a different day. Then we also paid for water, sewer, and garbage, again in half. Same with Comcast. and SMUD were all halved payments as well that we shared with our roommate. And then we had our phone bill, gas, groceries, as you see is pretty low, $180 for us for the month, but we made that work every time. And then household was $50, personal products was $30, and so our total like fixed expenses was $1,371. For our debt payments is going to be the next section there. And each month we were allocating $574 to that. So you'll see the breakdown here. The only other one that is not on here that we had already paid off, there was like a $90 balance when we started our debt snowball journey, and our Dave Ramsey journey was a Macy's card. So we had paid that one off already. But other than that, everything else is reflected here. And yeah, including my husband's school loan, all that good stuff. So for that total, again, was $574. And then for our sinking funds, we have all the sinking funds that you see here. It's pretty much the same that we have now. We do have more sinking funds now because we have more, disposable income that we can kind of play with. And we put in some things that are more like desirable things, or things that when we started this journey, we didn't know that we needed as sinking funds. So we've been able to add those in over time as well. But here we have our sinking funds. Our car registration was $43 a month. Car maintenance was $30 a month. Christmas was $46 a month. Clothes was $40 a month. Date night was $30 per month. Hair was $41 a month. Kiki going to the groomer was $40 a month, and then Kiki vet was $25 a month. So Kiki kind of had the most going on there, besides cars. So the total for our sinking funds at this time was $295. And again, those are things that we did on a regular basis. Like, we have to prepare for Christmas. We have 4 nieces and nephews, so we knew that we had to buy gifts for them. So we wanted to make sure we had money put away for that and to really just enjoy life, but still be on a budget and be conscious of where our money was going. And then the other section we have was desired sinking funds. So anytime we had like money extra that we were able to put towards like additional sinking funds, which really wasn't very often, we would go ahead and do these. So these were like the dream sinking funds, really. So some for our anniversary, which was $18 a month. Apple Hill, which is something we love to do as a family every fall, was $14. Birthdays, $20 a month. Hair, again, was $57 a month, and that was like hair for like me, like my extensions, whereas the other hair category was for my husband, and then like hair products. Home love, so like home decor things, $20 a month. Home purchase in the future would be $83 a month. A mini would be $83 a month as well, and then Valentine's Day would be $66 a month. These were, again, like desired sinking funds. So like if dreams came true and we were able to put, money on all of our debt that month and we had extra, we really never funded these funds. So when we went into like the following year and adjusted our budget, these pretty much like went away. You'll see that. But yeah, if we had like extra, money that didn't go towards debt, that's where it went. And then for our total expenses was our total expenses came to $2,530, which gave us $30 left over for our snowball payment. So not very much wiggle room, but definitely an allotment to make some progress in. And really this gave us room to create extra income, to, get a second job or a part-time job or something like that, and to really kind of pull in extra income to go towards our debt snowball. Again, our income was very, very low at this time. But again, we made it work, and thinking back on that time, like it was definitely a struggle. Like having a roommate was definitely a struggle. But other than that, it wasn't like we lacked for anything or anything like that. It was really a process of training ourselves and learning how to budget and how to give each dollar a name, and that when you tell your money what to do, it goes so much further and you're able to see progress very, very quickly. So to be honest, there was never a month that we only put $30 towards our debt, towards our smallest debt. We were able to pay off our debt fairly quickly with seeing how our income has progressed over the past year and a half. So that is our very first budget. I hope that it has encouraged you guys, and if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I would be more than happy to answer them and go over anything else that you have a question on. But again, I just wanted to share this to encourage you and to motivate you and to help you to know that no matter what your income size, you can make progress and you can really have success in the baby steps and following the plan. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out this latest video of mine if you have not already, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking on my little face over here. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Have an amazing day, friends. And I would love to know what's the biggest thing you've learned since doing your very first budget in working your way to financial freedom. Be sure to leave it for me in a comment below and I will cheer you on. Have a great day, friends.